Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Bogus, misleading and confusing. That's how the claims being made by politicians on both sides of the EU referendum campaign have been described by an influential group of MPs. The Treasury Select Committee says the public are thoroughly fed up of what they call an arms race of lurid claims and counterclaims. Our political correspondent Alex Forsyth has the details.
The home you live in, your weekly shop, your monthly bills, these things are all at risk.
Why are we sending £10 billion a year net to Brussels, some of which is spent on Spanish bullfighting?
In this campaign, both sides have made claims about EU membership which could be called extreme.
Profound economic shock.
Today, both were criticised by MPs for using statistics which aren't always true and misrepresenting some facts and figures.
What we have in this campaign is lurid claim and counterclaim by both sides. This is just confusing the public. What we really need now is an amnesty on this arms race.
Many people want to know the true price of staying in or leaving the EU, but some of the figures don't seem to add up. A claim by Brexit campaigners got the strongest criticism. They say we're giving the EU £350 million a week, which could be spent on things like the NHS if we left. But today's report said that's highly misleading because it doesn't consider the UK's rebate, a discount on what we pay to Europe, or the money that comes back for things like farming subsidies. On the other side, the Remain campaign's claim that leaving would cost families £4,300 a year has, according to the report, been misconstrued. That figure's based on the potential impact on the whole economy, which isn't the same as each household. For some people, it's denting trust in either camp.
They're all supposed to know about finance and how the country's run, but yet they're all very conflicting in the way that the viewpoints are.
Some of it you can believe, some of it you can't. I think it comes down to gut feelings in the end.
We all know politicians lie, you know, it's part of the job description.
People have been told this vote is a once-in-a-generation opportunity. It matters more than a general election. But this report finds the public is thoroughly fed up with the lack of clear facts. And the danger for both campaigns is, if people are turned off by the debate, they may not turn out to vote.
But despite being told they're misleading, Leave campaigners are standing by the figures they've put front and centre of their campaign.
We're very clear and have been very clear from the day one that we hand £50 million across to Brussels each day, or £350 million each week. Some of that comes back, but actually we don't have control of that money.
The Remain camp's figures, based on Treasury analysis, should perhaps withstand more scrutiny. Campaigners say they're not wrong, just misinterpreted.
The figures are right, and these are estimates that have been coming out. What must happen, though, is that the Remain campaign must communicate the detail of those figures so that they can be justified.
So with neither side backing down, despite today's criticism, there's no sign yet of an end to this claim and counterclaim. Alex Forsyth, BBC News.
Let's talk to our economics editor, Kamal Ahmed. Well, Kamal, the report is scathing, and yet, judging from what Alex was saying there in her report, it doesn't look like anything's going to change. And where does it leave voters trying to make sense of it all?
Absolutely, Finn. I think Alex is absolutely right. I've spoken to senior figures in both the Leave campaign and the Remain campaign. There's not a lot of contrition around. There's not a lot of, golly, this has all gone wrong, we're going to change the way we do it. For the Leave campaign, I think the reason is pretty simple. They think that £350 million a week figure is a winner. In their focus groups, it's one of the figures that's really cut through to people about the supposed costs of remaining in the European Union. For Remain, they say the criticisms are far harsher for the Leave campaign than for them. But as Mark Garnier said in Alex's report, they will look at the way they word these claims around 4,300 household cost. What is the public to make of all this? Are all these facts misinterpreted and twisted? Probably not. So I went through the committee report. It actually says four things which appear to be more reliable. And they are that there would be, the committee says, a short-term economic impact of leaving the European Union, that trade with the European Union would be likely to fall. But on the other side, which is more supportive of Brexit, EU regulatory burden would fall, which could be good for the economy, and there could be new trade deals. The committee says there are grains of truth in there. If you focus on those 4 areas, voters can probably find them.
Kamal, thanks very much. Well, if you want more information on the referendum or to check out the facts behind the claims made by both sides, there's a special section on our website, bbc.co.uk/reality check. That's the address just there.
I've been getting away with it all.